Hi, I'm Ellen Dixon from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I represent for the Global Student Forum. In terms of global citizenship, the Global Student Forum focuses on engaging in a common humanity in education through two means. One pathway is through the promotion of peace and peace education connected to, say, Students at Risk program, which is for students like those in Ukraine, Afghanistan and Palestine, Gaza, to minimize conflict through education, but also in awareness campaigns concerning the needs of refugees, IDPs, stateless people, and bringing attention to other vulnerable groups, such as Indigenous communities and migrant communities. Another pathway that we have within that is also the promotion of mobility and skills development through groups such as Erasmus+. And through that, we encourage that students can experience new cultures and encounter empathy in new contexts. In terms of my own education and the greening skills that I've had, I didn't really experience much of that because a lot of that came post-2019 with climate being put into curricula, where we saw a significant change in the Pacific region. I myself am a PhD student in constitutional theory, so it's not been as connected to the work I'm doing. But in terms of Pacific engagement, we've always connected with green skills in our hospitality industry. There's been more of a move in our agricultural industry towards that, and also constant conversations concerning climate vulnerability in the area where I study. But then again, we've also had a lot of Indigenous engagement concerning the climate for a long period of time, to the point where Bronwyn Hayward at the University of Canterbury, one of the places that I study, said we actually need more of a focus in Aotearoa, New Zealand, on political change, not singularly on climate change and sustainable practices for us to be able to move forward. In addition, New Zealand's also had a lot of socio-emotional learning skills that are put into our curriculum because educational experimentalism was introduced by Dr. Clarence Beebe during the first Labour government. I wrote a paper on this. He later became Assistant Director General for UNESCO in education. And he focused on Dewey's learning by doing model, which meant that New Zealanders are quite commonly associated with the value of socio-emotional skills for the purpose of citizenship. It was actually an academic called Isaacs who said that one of the purposes of education is to create enjoyment-worthy and desirable persons who are responsible and generous in social life. So things such as teamwork and student voice policy in education in New Zealand and Australia have been a very common thing for a long period of time. Thank you.